My name is Staff Sergeant Daniel Reed. I've done 3 tours, seen firefights that burned men alive, and nights so dark the stars felt dead. But nothing haunts me like the caves of northern Afghanistan, where we went looking for a patrol that vanished without firing a single shot. Whatever was waiting for us in there, it knew our names. It was October 2012. Forward Operating Base, Harkins. At 0200 hours, Charlie Company got a priority recovery order. Echo Patrol, a 4-man recon team, had disappeared inside a suspected weapons tunnel in the coast mountains. No gunfire, no explosion, just one final transmission. Not alone here. Then complete silence. Command wanted answers, and they wanted them fast. Our mission was clear. Track Echo Patrol's route, enter the cave system, recover the team, and report any militant activity. We geared up at sunrise, guns tight, comms open. None of us said it, but we all felt it. This mission was wrong before it even began. The hike took hours. Loose rock, thin air. Afghan terrain doesn't forgive mistakes. Specialist Grant handled the radio. Corporal Hayes led navigation. Private Miller watched our 6. I pushed ahead. When we reached the cave entrance, every one of us stopped. Echo Patrol's boot prints led up to the mouth and then vanished. Not faded, not covered, just gone. Like something erased them. Miller whispered to Z, "Sarge, this place feels wrong." He wasn't wrong. We switched to NVGS and infrared. The cave interior was enormous, too smooth, too wide to be natural. Hayes scanned the walls. "Sarge, this looks carved." But who carves a chamber this size under a mountain? 30 minutes in, we found Echo Patrol's first glow stick. Still glowing, but they'd been missing 2 days. Grant whispered, "That's impossible." I didn't reply, because deep inside that cave, logic stopped mattering. Then we heard it. Tap, tap, tap. Metal on stone. Slow. Deliberate. We froze. "Echo Patrol, this is Charlie Company." Nothing. Just that tapping, moving along the walls, following us, getting closer. Miller swallowed hard. "Sarge, that's not any animal I know." We moved deeper, because stopping meant thinking, and thinking meant fear. The tunnel opened into a massive chamber, a black cathedral of rock. And scattered across the floor were Echo Patrol's helmets, rifles, vests, bloodied gloves, all laid in a perfect straight line, like someone arranged them. Hayes whispered, "Militants don't do this." He was right. Militants steal weapons. They don't organize them like offerings. Before I could respond, a faint voice echoed from the darkness. Reed. I froze. That was Sergeant Blake, Echo Patrol's leader, but the voice wasn't coming from our radios. It was coming from inside the chamber. The whisper grew louder, soft, broken, calling each one of us by name. Reed, Grant, Hayes, Miller. Miller started shaking. "That's Blake. I swear it's him." Then the tapping returned. Not ahead, not beside us, behind us. We spun around. Our NVGs glitched for a split second. Static, dark lines. And in that flicker, we saw it. A shape, tall, bent, human-shaped but wrong. Too long, too thin. Like it had never been meant to stand upright. Then it vanished. Hayes whispered, "What the hell was that?" And I had no answer. Grant called command, panic rising. "Sir, we've got movement, possible hostiles." Command cut him off. "Charlie Company, extract immediately." No questions, no details, just one order. "Do not engage. Get out now." That's when I realized command already knew. This wasn't a rescue mission. This was containment. We retreated fast, but the voices followed. Soft at first, then louder. Calling us, begging us, mimicking Echo Patrol. Don't leave us. Reed, come back. The tapping chased us up the tunnel walls. Closer, faster. Something was coming. We didn't turn around. We didn't fire. We just ran. Because deep in our bones, we all felt the same thing. If we looked back, we wouldn't leave that cave alive. We moved deeper, formation tightening, the ceiling lowered, air stale, dust fell too fast, as if the air itself was too heavy to hold it. Boots echoed oddly, delayed, distorted. Shadows behind us lagged, longer, twisted. The smell changed, rot, older than death. Gibson whispered, "Sir?" Shadows are wrong. I almost snapped, until I noticed it. Our shadows weren't matching our movements. Half a second delayed, dragging behind us. Then the voice again, flat, breathy, coming from nowhere. Left side corridor. Familiar, too familiar. Private Vance, missing 2 months ago, buried alive, or so we thought. It sounded like air pushed through torn lungs. I froze. The chamber opened into a cathedral of carvings, symbols, figures with stretched limbs and hollow faces. Not Afghan, not tribal, not ancient Islamic. They repeated over and over. Watcher, watcher, watcher. Then, in the center, a radio, one of ours. Rusted, dust-covered wires stripped. Vance's. Footprints led toward a narrow, throat-like opening. The radio came alive, not trying to imitate Vance this time, trying to imitate me. Sergeant Hale. Come down. Come down. We found something. My stomach dropped. Gibson's eyes wide. The carvings changed. Fresh, jagged, now words in English scratched into stone. It knows your names. It knows your voices. It learns. It waits. Don't answer it. Then footsteps. Not one set. Dozens. Slow, running, crawling. Figures emerged. Silhouettes at first, human shapes, but wrong. Movement too smooth, too unified. One stepped into the light. Vance, but stretched. Skin too thin. Eyes cloudy. Mouth hanging like a puppet. He lifted his hand. Sergeant Hale, don't leave me. Behind him, more figures. American, British, Afghan, some decomposed, some fresh. Empty faces. Wrong. I didn't think. I ordered, "Run!" As we backed away, the Vance thing tilted its head like studying us. Something huge behind them opened its eyes. Pale, blinking, waiting. We ran blindly through twisting tunnels, our rifles useless against shadows that moved faster than the eye could follow. Voices imitated every laugh, every groan, every command we had ever heard from base. Doors that weren't there slammed shut. Rocks fell in patterns, almost like traps. The deeper we went, the more the cave seemed to breathe, inhaling us, learning our steps. At one point, Hayes screamed, "It's circling us!" We realized we were never going straight. Every turn we took led us back to the same chamber, the one with the arranged helmets, the ones that were supposed to be dead. Then, at the far end of the chamber, a dim red glow pulsed like a heartbeat. Shapes moved inside it. We didn't know if they were alive or something worse. One figure stepped forward. Blake's face, torn and hollowed, stared straight at us. His lips moved soundlessly, mouthing words we couldn't hear. Behind him, dozens of figures waited, all staring, all silent, all watching. Back at base, we filed a false report. No enemy contact. Cave unstable. Echo Patrol presumed dead in a collapse. Families told the same, but the cave didn't collapse. Echo Patrol didn't die the way Command said. Even now, late at night, when radios should be dead, I still hear that tapping. Tap, tap, tap. And sometimes, Blake's whisper slips through the static. "Reed, we're still here."